We have here another exciting designer release, YSL Libre Berry Crush. And yes, I managed to get my hands on this quite early as well. If you are interested in my first and maybe second impressions of this perfume, then just keep on watching. Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Diana and I am a fragrance enthusiast who has been collecting fragrances over the last 5 years. Here on this channel we talk about all fragrances. It doesn't matter if it's niche, designer or Middle Eastern. The ultimate goal is just to smell good and feel good. So, YSL Libre Berry Crush. Yet another flanker to the Libre line. If I'm not mistaken, then this is the 9th flanker to this line, which is just wow. Did we need yet another flanker? Let's discuss it. This is not really a first impressions video. I have worn it now 2 times, but I also would not call it as a full review because I really have not had the chance to play with it with different kind of conditions. So let's call it as a kind of early review. So I got mine in the Netherlands where I live, and I ordered the 30 ml bottle, which retailed for 75 euros, which is pretty money. It comes also in 50 and 100 ml sizes, like most of the other Libre fragrances in the line, and usually I am a 50 ml type of girl, but somehow I had the feeling that maybe the 30 ml will be more than enough from this flanker. But let's see. The bottle design is pretty much the same as the other Libre fragrances with the YSL logo, but here the fragrance itself has a slight kind of berry-ish tint. It looks like that you took the original Libre and added a tiny bit of like deep mahogany tint to it. So when it comes to the perfume, first of all, you have to know that I'm an OG Libre girl. I really enjoy the scent profile and I don't find the lavender to be disturbing or sharp at all. Last time when I reviewed the Vanille Couture flanker, I also did a ranking of the Libres in my collection, and my conclusion was that I still like the original the most. So eventually I was very delighted to learn that this flanker is also not too far from the original Libre. But let's see and let's discuss about the notes. So according to the note breakdown, it is supposed to be a kind of fruity version of Libre with the notes of raspberry, mandarin, orange blossom, lavender, coconut, bourbon vanilla, and musk. And yeah, now I have so many thoughts. So first of all, the fruitiness. I'm usually terrified by the note of raspberry as it can pull very sour on my skin. Here, it is very nicely done. First, I could not really pick up that it was raspberry, but I smelled some kind of red berries-like fruitiness in the perfume. It is quite distinct when you first spray it, but it is rather short-lived. Some tanginess will remain throughout the wear, but to my nose, it will not be strong enough to really pick it up as a separate note in this perfume. It doesn't really make the perfume juvenile, and it is only adding a kind of extra layer or extra dimension to it. But then the mid-notes. Berry Crush has definitely the original Libre DNA with the orange blossom, the vanilla and the lavender, but I feel that the lavender is a little bit toned down. The first few minutes, the perfume was very, very orange blossom heavy with loads of milky vanilla, but yeah, I will get back on that milkiness in a bit. And then the lavender was coming out more and more as we reached the deep dry down. What I really enjoy in this version is the milkiness. So my guess that it comes from the coconut in the base. First, when I sprayed it, without really looking at the notes, that was the first thing that I picked out, that it had a kind of thick coconut milk-like texture. This texture also really helped to tone down the sharpness of the lavender. Then the performance. This is the thing where I was a little bit surprised. Usually, all Libre perfumes are relatively strong, long-lasting, and they project very nicely. And this one was lighter wearing. Again, I like also statement-making perfumes in general, but I also don't really have any big concerns about moderate performers. And this one definitely belongs to the latter category. After the first hour or so, it started sitting closer and closer to my skin. And I think about the 2-ish hours mark, it became a skin scent that I was only able to smell when I swept my arms really up close. And at this moment, I was not really able to tell anymore if I smelled the original Libre or Berry Crush. After 3 or 4 hours or so, only a musky, maybe slight vanillin lavender kind of scent stayed, and I really felt the urge to respray it. Not only because it was too faint, but I also kind of wanted to experience the top notes again. Also, let me just emphasize that you have to test this perfume on skin. As on me, the berries and the fruitiness were quite short-lived, and I was left with this musky, sweet lavender perfume. Nothing like the one that you can smell in the opening or from the nasal. So, overall, we have here still a quite solid release that may be appealing to you if you were not really into lavender perfumes and you want to have a bit more creaminess and fruitiness. I can see that you would enjoy it if you have a very sensitive nose and you found the original Libre way too sharp and too strong, or if you work in certain sectors or places where you cannot wear very loud fragrances. For the normal fragrance lover who rather enjoys designer perfumes, this can be a very nice release. However, if you are used to more niche perfumes, then this one may seem to be way too underwhelming. Once I tested this perfume, I quickly browsed around on Fragrantica as well, and I was maybe even a bit surprised by the positive comments about this perfume. Some people said that this was the first Libre flanker that they enjoyed, which again, eventually I can see somehow. Some people mentioned that it smelled like berries and cream. I did not really get that experience, as I said that the raspberry note did not really take over the show, but nicely added some kind of extra juiciness to the perfume. But is it a compliment getter? So, regarding the compliments, my boyfriend commented on it that it was nice, which means that, yeah, it's fine, I can wear it around him, but it is not something that would make him to want to sniff me. I also visited some friends in one of the afternoons and no one commented anything about my perfume, which means that either they were not able to smell me or they did not like the scent, but my guess that it was rather the first option. Of course, this was only like one wear out. If I get any compliments in the future, I will definitely update you on that. But yeah, I guess this was it for today. What do we think? Are you going to try this new Libre Berry Crush flanker? Or have you already tried it? Please let me know in the comments. If you like this video, then take a moment and please hit that like button and also consider to subscribe, as I still have some more new designer perfumes to review, and I can already tell you that the new Armani Power of You release will be delicious. So stay tuned for more perfume reviews, and until the next time, bye bye.